this week for quest, it says you have to damage opponents within 30 seconds of gliding. So as you can see right now, we are gliding through, falling from the battle pass. You have exactly 30 seconds the moment you hit the ground to deal damage to opponents. So we got this person here who looks to be a real player. I'm gonna follow this guy right here with the Travis Scott glider. Here we go. We'll just grab this. We have 30 seconds, remember? That's why I chose this. Because it's gonna help me catch up to him really fast, and he did get a weapon to kill me. So this is the basic idea, of course. So you can do either this way, like straight from the battle pass, but just in case, you know, on the off chance that this does not work, because you know Epic Games sometimes they do quests and it doesn't always work the way it is intended, you can always go right over here. So there's somebody behind me. Let me just make sure I have my stamina full. Yeah, he's around that area. We'll go over here. So you can always use these sprites if you find an air sprite. This one is a water one. The air ones give you gliding. So that's an air one right there next to the turtle. Let's grab it. So you can always use this. For example, you just throw it. And it's going to make like an air draft, an updraft. You just use that to glide again and then deal damage. So for example, we'll go to this guy right here, who I think is a real player. Come on. Oh my god, I hate the shotgun. So we're gonna leave him alive to show you the last way to do this, which is the turtle. If you didn't know, the turtle has a jump pad on its head. You see that? Right there. So we're gonna use that. Do I see the sprite? Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna use it to go up the turtle. We're gonna throw it here. Come on, come on, come on. Use that. Go over here. And we're going to use the jump pad. Of course, you have to be a little bit lucky because this spawns randomly. Let me just reload my shotgun here. I might be using it. I'm going to use it like this. There we go. And you just simply find yourself an opponent. The moment you hit the ground, remember you have exactly 30 seconds to deal 250 damage in total. And yeah, this basically is like the best way to do it. For this week for quest, it is by far one of the coolest ones ever in quite a while. So basically, it asks you to deal damage with Typhoon Blade to an opponent while riding a motorcycle. So the best place for this, in my honest opinion, is the Masked Meadows PUI, because it does have a Typhoon Blade stand right here in the middle, as you can see, in the middle of the garden. And it has a bunch of motorcycles laying around. Of course, you have to be a little bit lucky here to find one, but this is one. For example, there's the rogue bike, there's also the dirt bike. And the idea is for you to drive towards somebody, and then you swap seats, and then you deal damage like this. You see that? So it's quite hard to do, but of course we're gonna give it a shot here. I've never done this by the way. Like this is the first time I even considered doing this. So I hear shots over here, so that means there should be a couple of bots fighting. Nice. Okay, let's try to do this the correct way. I just try to align myself. Oh my god, he's behind a rock in a hard place, literally. Ooh, sorry, buddy. And come on. This is impossible. Come to me, please. Okay, let me just try it like this, maybe. Maybe I'll just, you know, go his way and swap. And come on. Yes, I dealt 30 damage. You see that? It's impossible to do, man. But yeah, let's just try it here, maybe. Come on. Oh my god, the... Alright. Also, you can do this on opponents, so it doesn't have to be real players, by the way. You can just go for an opponent. For example, like the demon spawns. So we got one over here. Where am I? I think that's the closest one, right? Yeah, let's go there. Why not? Ooh. Okay, I gotta make sure not to lose my my vehicle, because I do need it. And again, you have to be a little bit lucky to find these these rogue bikes and dirt bikes. I'll try to make a video showcasing all their locations, but they're usually around like pit stops and stuff like that. So you know, wherever it makes most sense to find a vehicle, that's where you're gonna find it. But like I said, the best place is Masked Meadows. It has both requirements. It has the Typhoon Blade and the rogue bike. The only problem is hitting somebody with this, man. You have to be really, really good, and you have to time it perfectly. So when it says deal damage to opponents, opponents means that it includes... oh my god, I ran out of fuel. I ran out of fuel. So opponents means that it includes bots as well, but this is the saddest thing that's ever happened to me in Fortnite, man. Oh my god, dude. Alright. I couldn't like bring the bike with me, so I don't know, man. I had to maybe I should have made a pit stop. But yeah, basically just you can use it on the on these like on these bots. I think somebody killed him. Yeah, somebody already killed him. But yeah, you can just simply do that if you want to. And yeah, this is the basic idea, guys. Sadly, the bike ran out of fuel. But yeah, just try to do it on bots. I highly recommend it. They're not really gonna move around much. Just try your best to hit them with the Typhoon Blade while you are on top of it. And that's it. For this week 4 quest, since you have to travel distance through the air with a vehicle, so all you gotta do is just find yourself a car or a bike. Highly recommend a bike because I think it gets way more airtime than a car since the car is heavier. So you simply just find yourself a car. You can just always find it wherever. This one is right here. You can find cars inside of like gas stations, like these ones for example right here. And you basically just go like on a cliff and throw yourself off of it. You need to travel 500 meters of distance, so this might take a while to do, but you know, you can always just, you know, go to build mode and build yourself a ramp, like a very high ramp. But yeah, you can just do it this way. You can always, I'm pretty sure you can use these air sprites right here to make like an updraft again. So if I do that, go to my car, and then I go on the air draft. Yeah, there we go. I don't think you get a lot of airtime, but I think you can just spam it. Just try to do it again, maybe. Ooh, okay, I think it only works once. But yeah, like the best way, of course, is to drive over a hill over and over again. There we go. Just any bit of airtime does count. There we go. Just make sure to boost off the cliff. I think the best one was the first one we used, which is over there. Like it's a pretty high cliff. But yeah, of course, if you are near a mountain, that works way better. And that's the basic idea. Just, you know, keep like jumping around with the car. Like I said, highly recommend doing this in build mode. You can just build yourself a very, very high ramp and just jump off of it. And that should be 500 meters in one go. Of course, if nobody shoots you down, that's the only problem with building a ramp. But yeah, this is the basic idea. Like, this is the easiest quest to do. So just do that and that should be the quest. For this week 4 quest, since you have to reload your weapon 30 seconds after dealing damage to opponents. So you just find yourself an opponent and you deal damage to them. Here we go. And then you reload. Is he coming here? Yeah, he's inside. Come on, does he think I can follow him? But yeah, just deal damage to them and then simply just reload over and over again. You have to do this a total of 30 times. So just, you know, the best way to do this is to do it on like bosses and NPCs. So you can go, for example, for this demon right here or the like bosses, and you just like do one shot and then reload. It might take a while, but you know, you just go through it over and over again like this. You just deal damage, reload, deal damage, and then reload again. Maybe the shotgun is the best one. Like, pick the weapon that has the fastest reload time, which probably are like legendary weapons. Those like reload much faster. And yeah, this is the basic idea. Just keep spamming reload over and over again. This is like one of those quests that you do passively as you play the game. You're gonna be shooting people over and over again, and you are gonna be reloading. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just do that, and the shoot could be the quest. For this week 4 quest, so you have to deal 300 damage to opponents in Shogun's Arena. So if you don't know what Shogun's Arena is, it's basically the floating island. It appears later in the game. I think it's Storm Circle 3 or 4 once that closes. So the moment it does show up, you just simply ping it and you go to that place. Don't worry, you'll probably make it in time because people, like there's a giant boss on top of it, like the huge Shogun. And of course, it doesn't really tell you where Shogun's Arena is because it assumes that you know what it is. But yeah, for all of you who don't know, Shogun's Arena is basically the floating island because it does have a giant arena inside of it and a giant Shogun NPC. So you can either deal 300 damage to the NPC or of course to the 1,000 players that are gonna show up wishing to get the mythic from the NPC. A lot of people camp here, so be careful. So to get to the Shogun's Arena, you'll find a bunch of these like updrafts made by these little like tiny sprites. So let me make sure that everything is reloaded here. Yep. It's gonna fly up. Come on. So you see this? There we go. It says defeat Shogun X. And this is Shogun's Arena right here. Just gonna simply let's fly all the way over here. And we're gonna just deal damage to them. Let's get in front of them here and make for a nicer thumbnail. There we go. And just simply deal damage to them. Again, you can do this to players or to the Shogun himself. It works both ways. And oh my god, I walked right through those. I do have legendary weapons, so I should be good here. We'll see. Somebody will show up and kill me, by the way. I'm fully expecting that. Oh, gotta dodge these. Okay, we got somebody, I think. I think somebody is walking around me. The sooner you do this, by the way, the better it is. If you want, of course, the rewards. Come on. Yeah, somebody is definitely behind me, man. You gotta be really, really careful and ready to move out. Okay, people are fighting underneath me. Come on, dude, stop spawning everywhere. There we go. And this is what you get when you kill him, by the way. You get like a medallion and the Shogun's like blade, mythic. Let me just grab that. We'll take the medallion before somebody shows up. And we'll take the Shogun's Fire Oni mask, because why not? Actually, let me heal up here. So yeah, that's the basic idea, guys. Just make your way to Shogun's Arena. By the way, this spawns like randomly every game. So you have to play a little bit until it spawns. And once it does, you just make your way there and just deal damage. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just do that and let's shoot, complete the quest.